If you're new here, I'm playing Breath of the Wild for the very first time and keeping you guys up to date with everything I'm experiencing, sharing all my thoughts and, to be honest, just completely waffling about everything I love about this game basically. My first time playing Zelda and it's just been a game changer for me. So where I'm at now is I've just beaten the Divine Beast Meadow, so that's 3 out of the 4 beasties dealt with now. It was okay. I did have to use a guide, like I'm not the greatest at puzzles, just is what it is, but I'm okay with that. I don't feel like using a guide ruined the experience for me. It's the boss fight at the end of the Divine Beast quest. That's what means more to me. That's what I enjoy the most. And to be honest, this one was a pretty easy fight. I literally just kept flying up and spamming thunder arrows, and I mowed him down pretty quickly actually. And I finally discovered what you guys meant by learning something that will really help with exploration. That charge jump ability that you get is crazy. I've used it so much, sometimes just for the fun of it, because gliding around is just satisfying, isn't it? I was secretly hoping that you'd get wings actually. Like in my comments, people said you'll get something for doing that Divine Beast and it helps with exploration. And because the whole theme was birds and flying, I was seriously convinced I was going to get a pair of wings. So that you could just literally fly around, and I thought that'd be brilliant. I'd love to fly around Hyrule. But at the same time, I feel like that would ruin so much of what makes the game great. Like, the swimming, the climbing, that's all essential. It's one of the main reasons I just love exploring. So I think flying would be amazing, but maybe on a temporary basis, like maybe once a day for one in-game hour. Now, after I beat this beast, obviously you return back to Rito village with the bird folk. And I don't know if you did this or not, but the ancient Rito song quest, that riddle, and then going to the location, setting the fire, that was amazing. For those of you who didn't do this quest, basically what I mean by setting a fire in the right location is, in Rito village, in the mountain there's like a heart-shaped hole, and you have to fly to this location a bit further down from the village. And basically when the sun is in a specific part of the sky, the shadow of the mountain covers the location that you need to light the fire, and the heart-shaped hole in that mountain, obviously the sun shines through that. So you see this massive heart-shaped patch of sunlight sort of circling towards you, like literally gliding across the landscape heading your way as the sun moves in the sky. And as soon as the heart aligns with the place that you're meant to be, you have to place the wood down and light the fire, and then it unlocks the shrine. But the thing about this quest that I like so much is that it made me feel so small, like such a small character in a massive living world. Like standing there waiting for the sun to circle round, you literally stand there in silence. In that moment it was silent. No birds singing, just heavy winds, which really calmed me down. And the quest at this point was literally stand and wait. And yet somehow this game made that moment the best part of the quest. Like you stand, you wait, look up at that beautiful mountain, listen to the whistling wind, watch the shadows approach from your left, and when the heart aligns, light the fire. It was so serene and beautiful. It gave you a moment to just be there and not worry about anything. Apart from when the sun was approaching, I found myself having a completely unnecessary panic attack, thinking that I was going to miss my queue and have to wait another 24 in-game hours. But apart from that, very peaceful. But yeah, 3 divine beasts shooting their beam at the castle, 1 more to go. And as usual, now that I've done all that, I'm going to relax and do some side quests and just enjoy being in Hyrule, because to be honest, I am dreading completing this game. I'm already feeling that sadness, when something's coming to an end. I mean, this might not even be coming to an end. I'm just assuming that 4 divine beasts storm the castle, kill Ganon, save Zelda, but we'll see. But I am dreading it a bit. So, crazy mid-video update, can you do that? I don't know, but I just did. Since everything I've just said, I've gone on to do a few more quests, and this is how it's gone. This one is actually epic, and as soon as I say what the quest is called, you guys are going to know exactly what I'm talking about. It's the Lost Woods quest. I'm making my way through the fog, following the direction of the flame on the torch. If you walk in the fog, you have to start from the beginning. And finally reaching Hestu so I can upgrade my inventory slots. Now this place was magical, man. The forest sounds, the bird, the music. It was so zen. The rays of light breaking through the trees, it felt like I was in a fairy tale. Korok Forest is probably my favourite place so far. Apart from Rito Village. Like when you go to Rito Village, the scenes there, incredible. Anyway, I did that, and this is the bit that you guys probably knew was coming. I love a bit of King Arthur. I love the Legend of Arthur, the Round Table, Camelot, Merlin. Love it all. And when I saw a sword in a stone, I was sat there thinking, oh my god, this game was made for me. Like, somebody knows who I am and decided to make a video game based on everything that I love. Bit of a stalker, but I appreciate it. So this sword in the stone belonged to Link 100 years ago. And that was such a cool moment. You know, there was a flashback to Zelda saying that the fate of Hyrule rests with me. The giant Deku tree waking up. I actually think I recognise the tree and the word Deku. Is it from an old Zelda game? I know there's a giant tree somewhere, but I didn't realise it spoke. Unless the giant tree is from like Donkey Kong or something. I don't know, maybe I've seen a video, but this giant tree is in my brain somehow. And I'm pretty sure it's Zelda. And this is why I need to play the older games, because then I'll get all these references properly and probably enjoy it more. Anyway, that tree said that I might not be ready to pull the sword from the stone. And the thing is, this is where I'm thankful to you guys, because somebody in my comments said that something about make sure you have 13 hearts at some point in the game, later on in the game. And when the Deku tree said that, you know, that I might not be strong enough, I kind of put 2 and 2 together. And with my 12, yes, 12 hearts, I decided to give it a go anyway. I decided I want to learn by doing. If I haven't got enough hearts, so be it. So I tried pulling the sword out of the stone. And the whole thing was brilliant. The heartbeat sound, the zoom in causing tension, my life draining as I got closer and closer to pulling the sword out, and then the Deku tree stopping me before I ended up losing all of my life. So it turns out you did need 13 hearts. But man, this game has a way of making simplicity feel so profound. So, of course, I upgraded a couple of inventory slots, then went out and got that extra heart, came back, and the sword is mine. Another epic moment that I couldn't help but just admire, to be honest. When you pull that sword, it's not crazy music or sound effects, no massive text popping up on the screen. There's literally a moment of silence where you've pulled the sword out of the stone and you hold it. You just hold it and look at it and it's silent. Pure silence. You take in the moment, you know it's a big deal, and then the cutscene to Zelda and the Deku tree. I don't know, the silence though, it was so much more satisfying than a simple quest complete notification, do you know what I mean? It really made you feel like you just did something important and it let you feel that moment. And then you've got soft piano music and violin, and then Zelda's voice, and then the tree's deep and wise voice. It's all just really poetic. It all comes together and is so poetic. But yeah, the Master Sword, that's what it's called. The Master Sword is now mine, and again, I don't know the true significance of this sword because I haven't played the other games. I mean, I don't know if it's in the other games, but it's called the Master Sword. I'm assuming that is a part of the lore. But all I know is that I've got it now, and that's just proper cool. And the fact that this sword doesn't break as well. Like, I love the durability system. I had to warm up to it, didn't like it at first. Ended up loving it. But it is cool having that one weapon that you can keep forever and develop that attachment to. Like, I always get attached to weapons with names in games, and I can do that again now, so that kind of made my day. You know, you get to use all these random weapons, pick up in chests or battles, and then switch to your trusty Master Sword anytime you want. I love it. Now, on the village building quest, the Tarry Town one, I needed to get a guy to work for me, a Goron, and I found him at the mines, but I couldn't talk to him because it was daytime and he was working his shift, so I had to wait until night. So naturally, I decided to go and explore further up. Discovered who my last divine beast is going to be, giant lizard scurrying around like a maniac on a volcano. So that looks intense. But yeah, while I was sort of trekking north, I think it is, I discovered Goron City, which is pretty cool. I quite like it. It's very unique, very toasty. I love the fact that this massive hench dude kind of moves around by curling up into a ball and rolling. Like, seriously, who thinks of this stuff? And then while I'm there, I decide I don't want to sort of keep buying these fire resistant potions, you know. So I got a bit impulsive and I bought the entire flame breaker set. I had a bit of spare cash and I thought, why not? I don't like the look of it, but I get stressed at the thought of burn damage. Well, any sort of damage, cold damage, burn damage, whatever. I don't like it. So I think I'm happy with the purchase. And I'm hoping it will come in handy with the 4th Divine Beast. I'm assuming that there's going to be some sort of fire because, you know, it's a lizard on a volcano. But we'll see. We'll see if it's a solid investment or not. But yeah, bought the outfit, stayed at the inn, got a massage from my Goron buddy. Decent soundtrack. Yeah, 10 out of 10 stay at Goron City. We'll visit again. Actually quite fitting that I've been in this hot climate suffering from burn damage because of how hot the weather's been in real life. Like, this is as immersive as it gets, like IMAX. I don't know if people from America will get that reference or not. But suffering from burn damage in Breath of the Wild, whilst suffering from heat damage in my flat with no aircon. You know, I can't even open the windows because I've got bushes under every single window, and there's loads of spiders in there. You know, they'll see the window open, they'll take that opportunity and seize my flat in no time. So yeah, kind of melting in here right now. But yeah, it's just kind of fitting. But honestly, man, I love this game. I just love climbing the rocks in the mining area. I love the embers that float in the air. When I was climbing the mountain, just looking for rocks to mine, I literally felt like Samwise Gamgee climbing Mount Doom. Like, it's all grey and rubbly, and you got the embers in the air and that. It was just proper good atmosphere, man. I really appreciate everything about this game. There's so many different things to like and enjoy. So many games within one game. It's bloody awesome. Even just the quiet moments where you're running around doing nothing aimlessly. I enjoy that in Breath of the Wild. I don't enjoy that in every game, but Breath of the Wild, I actually find myself doing this quite regularly. Just seeing what I run into. Having a break from the quests, finding other stuff to do, which there's plenty of. So shortly after I left the volcanic area, I found a challenge where you have to shield surf. The challenge was hidden at the top of a tree. Like, you just wouldn't think to climb that tree unless it was Breath of the Wild that you're playing. You know, with this game, the chances are there's something to do if you climb that tree. So I did. I climbed the tree, did the challenge, shield surf down the hill. Beautiful scenery as always, fell in love with the game all over again. Got another Korok seed and called it a day, pretty much. Next up for me, I have to find a tailor for Tarry Town. Got the Goron, got more wood, now I need a tailor, so I'm just kind of chipping away at that whilst I explore. I don't really want to use a guide for that quest. I was actually lucky to come across the Goron, I think. I could have spent hours looking for that dude, but I got a bit fortunate just through exploring and I found him. And that's the goal for the entirety of this cool little quest, I think. But yeah, that's the latest on my Breath of the Wild adventure. I hope you guys enjoyed the update. I seen a few of you commenting that you're going to give Breath of the Wild a chance because of my videos. And honestly, that made me feel great, and I'm not misleading you in any way. This game is, if you give it enough time, this game is special. You know, it might have to grow on you, or you might connect with it instantly. That's different for everyone, but I am quite fussy, especially with my time. And this game grew on me after a couple of hours, and I don't know Zelda personally, but I would die for that princess, you know. I feel protective of Hyrule, like that's my home now. So trust me, give it a go, but give it a fair go. Anyway, if you like this video, please like, comment and subscribe as it helps to grow my channel. Take care of yourselves and I'll see you in the next one.